Okay.
Let's see what I do, po' boys, because I certainly no.
Okay, if we can.
I'm gonna do the.
Oh, I was asking if we can move our players to the starting point. That would be great.
Gotcha. Bonk. Y'all are getting fucking moved, idiots.
Oh, I'm getting sported.
Oh, we're in the tavern already?
Yeah, they are getting. Somebody's been left behind.
Travel back. In fact, I'm gonna trap you motherfuckers in here. Hold on. How do I...
No, please, I'm so young.
Too late.
No
Portal's
escape.
disabled.
No escape.
I have so much to live for. Please.
Not anymore.
Cora.
Okay,
Yes, the one from
we've
the
made
show.
it. And she's gorgeous. Okay. So, not to be stereotypical, but we're all starting in a tavern. So this is the town of Alnwick in the kingdom of of Exanait, which is not the most elegant of names, but it's what I've got to work with, so it's what you have to work with. So you're all in this town, and currently the town is celebrating a festival. It goes by a couple of names. One of the most common names is the Festival of Lights, and the other common name is Ielia's Honor. And you can find out more about this festival by talking to the different NPCs, but you're all in this town. Maybe it's for this festival. It is a very widely celebrated festival throughout this entire kingdom. So if you have been here for any period of time at all, you would know about it. Or maybe you're in town for another reason. Maybe you were just traveling through, learned that they were going to be having a nice little celebration festival, and decided to stay a few extra days. The exact reason that you are in the town of Alnwick is up to you. Luckily, there's no shortage of odd jobs to take to earn the coin to stay. Maybe you're helping a farmer with a harvest. There's pest elimination of rats and various things that would eat crops. Maybe you are working with the blacksmith. Maybe you're even hunting monster contracts. Any sort of thing like that. The point is, you've all arrived in town expecting nothing other than a festival, a few days to relax, then you're going to pass on, and by pass on, I don't mean die. I mean move to another town, or,
GG's.
maybe you're looking to settle down. You've all been in town for a few days at this point, so you know of each other vaguely, I believe is the best way that I can put that. Leading up to this festival, there's been a few days of games, silly little things, wrestling, distance throwing, sprints, dance and music competitions. That sort of thing has been going on for the past few days, and you guys put on quite a show. Whether you made a name for yourselves positively or you made a name for yourselves by failing absolutely miserably will be decided based on how the next couple of minutes of interaction go. So you are staying at the Snowdrop. That is the tavern and inn of the town. That's where we are currently looking at. It's full enough that there's really no avoiding each other completely, at least a basic interaction. And as travelers, you kind of tend to congregate together. You have stories to tell. Most of the other people in this town have been here their whole lives. There's not a whole lot going on for them. I mean, their most interesting stories that they grew a tomato last harvest that was the size of their hand. And that's really exciting for a couple of reasons that will become very important later on. So what I'm putting out to you is there are a couple of NPCs that you can interact with in the tavern. There's actually quite a few. You can also take this time to first talk and interact with each other, learn more about the town you're in, learn more about the kingdom, the festival, whatever you would like to ask about. But this is your moment to choose who to interact with and what you want to talk about.
Alrighty.
Cool.
All right. We should get music.
We should get music. And you know what? It's been a hot second since I've DM'd a campaign, and I forgot to describe what the tavern looks like to you and what NPCs are open to you. So let me remedy that, because that's my mistake. So
Is
this
it-
it is. It's completely on me. I have it written right in front of me,
Exclamation
and I
mark
didn't
room.
read it. It's written right here, and I was like, no, I don't need to read that. I do. So the Snowdrop is the meeting place in town. Anybody who's anybody has been here. I mean, it's a small town. Obviously, the tavern is the center of social life. So everyone goes to chat and drink. Gossip pours just as freely as the ale. It's a warm environment. Traveling bards frequent its small stage, and the rooms are relatively warm and clean. There's tables and benches scattered around, and there's lanterns hanging by chains from the ceiling, offering a warm, sort of homely environment for you to be at. There's flowers draped along the edge of the bar and paintings by local artists on the walls. Overall, it seems like a friendly place. In this tavern, there are lots of people, so get ready. First up behind the counter is the innkeeper. This is a half-elf, an older-looking, portly man. Then you have two barmaids. One is mostly human, about 3/4 human. One is a younger girl, around 19, 20-ish. And then you have a human woman, probably in her late 40s, early 50s. On the stage, you have a performer. This is a high elf, and they are performing on the stage, kind of prancing around the place. And then you have a group of 2 dwarven guards seated at one of the tables, a group of 3 seated by the fireplace of 2 halflings and a fire genesee, and a lone human woman sat in the back corner. Those are the NPCs that are available for you to interact with, but again, you are also free to interact with each other, as you don't know each other super well, other than you all stood out in some way during the games throughout the day, and you don't quite fit in with the farmer, rural, this is the only thing I've ever known sort of vibe that most of the other townspeople tend to have around here.
All right. Bartender, can you pour me another?
Swami.
You want to take barley? I can take barley.
All right, then yeah, you take him.
All right, barley, fun fact, is the name of the innkeep. He turns to you from where he's been serving other patrons at the bar, and he sends you just like this big old toothy grin. This is a larger man. He's pretty portly. Looks like he's well fed. He's lived a good life. Couple of scars crisscross his arms to tell you that he's traveled before. This is not the only place that he's ever been, but he's happier here. And he turns to you and he's like, "Getting the party started early?"
Yeah, I'm just ready for a break.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one. What do you have?
Do you have any ale?
Do I have any ale, he asks. What does it look like I run here?
Figures. I'll take your finest.
Barkeep! Barkeep!
Before he can...
Barkeep!
He turns on his heel. What do
Can I
you
have
want? What do
Can
you
I have
want?
another one?
You want
Can I have
another one?
another
Oh my god. Okay, so you're getting started early too. Good to know. It's a big festival day. You looking for the
I've
same
been
thing he is?
Been started. No, I want the strongest you got. Give me something good.
Okay, so we got one for the best and one for the strongest. I will tell you, they are not the same.
Give me both.
Both. Okay. So Barley turns around to the back. He starts shuffling over the drinks. It takes about 30 seconds, and he drops with a bit more force than necessary. Not in a necessarily aggressive way, but almost like a challenge. He drops 2 flagons of ale in front of each of you. And I know that you asked for 2, but he's only dropping 2 in his hand. So he drops the 2, and he goes, "Got one of the best, got one of the strongest. I brewed it myself, and I don't know if you're going to be up for another one after this. So why don't we start with this one?
I think I'll be up for it. Get the other one.
Listen.
I said get the other one.
Hey, man. You alright? Seem to be having a rough day. Are you alright?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me right now?
I am.
Why don't you go back to the other side of the bar, bud? Okay.
Look, man. We're here for a festival. You don't need to be so aggressive.
Get to the other side of the bar!
Look, man. Just relax, okay?
Get to the other side of the bar.
I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Then stop talking to me.
I will, as soon as you apologize for your tone.
For my tone. My tone! Do you hear this guy? That was a good one. You're pretty funny, guy. My tone. Ooh, my tone. You gotta be kidding me. Barkeep, where's my other ale?
Barley turns to you with his arms crossed, and he's... I got a strict policy in my place, alright?
Okay.
One drink at a time. You'll get your second, don't worry about it. I want to see this one finished. I don't waste ale around here. We don't got much to spare.
You want to see this one finished? Okay.
Alright, I take this big ass thing of ale, and I just chug that shit. Just down it.
Just in one go?
Fucking down it. Yeah, chug it.
Alright. Barley looks... I want to say taken aback and more than a little bit horrified, because let me remind you that is the strongest ale that this man has to offer. He like brewed it himself, like in a barrel in the back, like moonshine, barely legal type of shit. And you just like downed it in one go, and that's enough to put like the average human like just out, like done for the night. Even sipping it real slow. So he's quiet.
Bring me the other one.
He just kind of stares at you for like 30 seconds quiet, and then without saying a word, he nods a little, turns around, fills the second, drops it, and then he's like, I'm not carrying you out of the bar up to your room, so if you pass out down here tonight from this, that's on you, buddy.
Sounds good to me, barkeep. Just keep them coming.
Okay. Interesting interactions already happening. I'm learning much about our characters. Okay.
And I'm just sipping on the one you sit down next to me, just enjoying it.
I am going... Oh, sorry.
Thank you. This is very good, actually. I'm quite surprised.
I'm choosing not to take your tone with offense, but me and my family, we've had a few years in the business to figure out some of the secrets.
Yeah, I've been all around, and, not many places can make something like this,
What can I say? Got a special touch. Maybe it's the iced over soil that gives it that special little sharpness to it. This laugh here is a little bit bitter and tired, but you can tell he's doing his best to keep it positive and upbeat. So, but he's definitely it's not a happy sound that comes out of Barley when he says that.
Well, thanks again. I hope you guys are doing well off for yourselves.
Best as can be.
Alrighty, I'm gonna retreat more into myself here, sipping away.
All right.
I'm going to move over and sit on the couch, like across from Cora.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. Love to see it.
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just sitting there, just chilling.
sipping. All right.
Right, as that interaction is going on, Karen goes over to the performer, kind of dancing along to the tunes, not in any way trying to like upstage him, just like having a good time.
Okay. Actually, when you go over and you do your little jig, your little dance, our performer, who I definitely don't need to check the name of really quickly because I made so many NPCs super fast.
Hilarious.
Why would
Thank
do
you.
that?
Thank you. So our performer, Ilaria, is going to come down from the little stage. It's like a hat, it's only raised about 2 inches off the ground. This is not a super fancy stage. So they're going to step off the stage, and like kind of come down and join you in your little dance. They're a very interactive performer, so the moment you got close, you opened your doors up for conversation and interaction.
They immediately pull out their hand, like spin them in like a little cinnamon roll, spin them back out.
Lovely. So Ilaria is playing away on their little lyre and just having the time of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a very like nice musical laugh that comes out. And when there's a little bit of a lull in the jaunty little tune that they've been leading, and they're singing something about love and new beginnings and hope from confusing symbolism of like flowers and rainbows, and it's just like flowery and over the top, something meant to be like upbeat and hopeful. And they laugh and they turn to you like, well, I haven't seen your kind of, you around here. You're a new face.
Yeah, I just got into town a couple days ago. Having time of my life in this little festival. Haven't heard of it before now, but very glad to be here.
Well, you haven't even gotten to the best part. The real part of the festival is tonight. And you haven't heard of it before? What, have you been living under a rock? The Festival of Lights is the place to be.
I realize that now. What's going on tonight?
Well, the Festival of Lights is our yearly tribute to the goddess Elia, who, as we, hopefully should know, she's in charge of, the weather around here and things like that. And it's the end of the winter. We are looking forward to a beautiful spring. And the best way to guarantee that is to just, send a little something extra her way. And tonight is the official ending of winter. And the beautiful last Aurora Borealis will be gracing our skies. And there's going to be music and food and dancing all night long. Oh, it is just absolutely my kind of scene. It is going to be lovely. And I've heard, and she sends they send like a little bit of a wink your way, and they grab your hand and spin you in another little spin again. When the first light graces the sky, lovers are supposed to, share a little kiss to just seal the deal of a beautiful and love-filled new beginning. I mean, isn't that just romantic?
Oh, it certainly is. Well, I'm very looking forward to tonight, and they kind of like wink at Ilaria.
Well, I suppose I am now too. And of course I'll be performing again here all night, so you will not be missing out on me. I come to this little town every year just for their celebration. I mean, everybody celebrates it all across the kingdom, but you do not see the same in the high courts as you do in these lovely little towns. It is just so much more personal here.
Oh, I've so experienced that. I've just been having the time of my life, especially now that I know what to look forward to tonight.
Oh, what a little charmer you are. Shame you haven't been here before. I'm sure my experiences would have been that much more enjoyable.
Well, I think you can look forward to things in the near future, in the coming years.
Oh, I will certainly keep that in mind. Because I have to keep this place on my map. Thought about moving on to other places, but I can't do that now, can I?
Oh, I suppose not.
And she turns back to her lyre and starts strumming out. This one is a bit of a rowdier, a bit of a bawdier tune, and it is definitely like not even a thinly veiled like call and response like bar song about like sex.
Karen is responding along.
Hang on, guys. I will be unfortunately right back. I've been called away for something. I will need to take a moment.
Natural flirtatiousness.
Karen's already getting in pants session 1.
Apparently I am.
A dog.
Well, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how I want to play with Sandra.
A dog.
Diggity diggity dog.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out what voice I want them to have. I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
My brain said Southern, and then that wasn't what came out. So
I suck at accents so much. Like, the only time I do an accent is if it slips out on accident.
literally.
Oh. I'm just gonna, like, just a pitch of my voice. I don't know.
The move here. What is the move? What are we getting up to?
Way to bring down the mood. Oh. Really feel that in your chest. Soothes the soul.
Alright, guys, quick. While Trinity's not here. 15 million spiders enter the town.
Shit.
I recommend. Hey Parker, the thing you set up as like something that you probably weren't hoping for people to figure out. I figured out in my first 2 seconds of him being in here, and it's funny.
Oh my god. Do I have to consider something whenever you roll?
No, I didn't click on anything that said something like that.
You know what I
I
discovered?
think I know what you're talking
I can pick
about.
up these flowers on the wall.
Don't do
I'm
it.
not.
Don't you
I
dare.
can.
You motherfucker! Don't pick up the goddamn flowers, I beg you!
It's hide and seek.
It won't let me lock them, which is irritating. Oh wait, I can. It's right here. There we go.
I can pick up a glass. I feel like that's canon. Walk back here.
It's pretty canon. I hate how you have to go through and lock each individual thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there not like a click and drag thing where you can select everything at once?
Function.
I'm not sure if there is that option. Can I? Oh, I can just do that. Yeah. Thank you.
I also like the descriptions.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Whoa! People just disappeared.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, you gotta move your.
Uh-oh.
You gotta
God
move
damn
your
it.
thing.
You-
Control Z.
You
I'm
just get,
behind the couch now.
Oh,
Put them
there's just-
behind, motherfucker. You know what? Alright, no one tell Trin I'm just gonna put them like slightly offset, right?
I think you
Just
might
move it
be
a
able
layer
you might be able,
down.
you might be able to put them back normally. 'Cause, like I think once you move, then
There
you're
we
like
go.
the selected
No.
top layer.
Fucker. There you go.
No.
Should be able to just bring them forward.
You gotta send them to back, type
There
of
we
thing.
go.
Yeah, send that
Oh my
candlestick
god, one of
back.
the tiny fucking people are back here.
Yeah. On some Photoshop shit, you feel me?
I'm over here. And Avada Kedavra. Fucking son of a.
Just send the NPC to front. Like right click and go to properties and click
Yeah.
send to front.
Ah, that's cool.
Oh.
I don't see that anywhere.
It should be something like that somewhere.
Or just
That's
send it back for the couch.
Or right click the couch and make it like lock his background. Or
Send
something.
them back.
There you go.
Edit.
I'll show this candlestick.
There we go. Much better.
God, I want to pick up the candlestick.
She's like
I
phasing
really
in.
do. It's like in the way.
I'm glad that somebody found it, Derek.
Alright, if I just
Oh, it has
So,
light
I would have
around
been
it.
talking to Rick.
Find it.
I want to pick up mine. I
The
gotta
short
go
one
back.
on the bottom right, that's the next one I'm interacting with.
I like the
Ariel
light
just
around
freaking
it.
yoinked that shit.
it's like a haunted house.
Hey!
With a candlestick.
Bring back the candlestick.
Never. Hours now. Oh,
Thank you.
no, gotta stay strong.
It's gotta go behind.
Are you... What are you doing? Put it down! Are you dense? Put it down! Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Christ.
It's covered.
It's an old blanket.
This ale is really good.
Barkeep! Barkeep!
You can't keep going. You're not pleased. You're not
Barkeep!
You can't stop.
Yeah.
Barkeep!
I was so.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Give me another.
Oh.
No.
Hold on.
No.
What it is too.
Things are pretty slow in here. I think I need some
I wish you could
entertainment.
jump. I wish you could actually jump.
Hold on. Let me pull my phone out.
A little performing center.
Derek, shut the fuck up. You did not just fucking load up Clash of Clans, you fucking shitter.
All right. Time to upgrade my town hall.
Oh,
Oh, why am I on the bottom? What?
oh, I'm also there. Hello.
What have we been doing there?
What's happening there?
For a second, I thought you were listening to Van Halen like really loudly. I was very confused. I get up. Nothing gets me down. You got it tough.
I
Turn
might
around.
be able to provide some content, but I'm not sure if it's the right content.
Are you able to play?
Ah,
Are you able to play Dolly or Ophelia?
What?
I want to talk to them about flowers.
Oh, flowers?
I said glass so large.
Shut up, your face is large.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyone else dare to question me, and I'll fucking roast you too. Put it down! Put it down! No, no, give it back. Give it back.
No.
Give it back. Oh, God. What have I done? What have I done?
No, I'm nowhere.
They're just like dancing around.
There you go.
No.
I've taken away your brain privileges. Truly the saddest timeline. Forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Are you typing?
I'm walking around.
You're walking around. It sounds like you're just like slapping your fingers on your table. It's like
Oh, hold it down. I didn't catch that.
I wonder. I seen the toss around.
magic trick. Oh, more magic.
Hello?
Hello.
No. No, that's not working.
Oh, hello? Is it working?
Hello. Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Give me a second. Is this working?
Yep. It is definitely working.
Yeah.
I-
Smiley
Damn it.
face. It's a smiley face, guys. Don't worry about it.
Is this what this looks like? Wait. Hello. Wait.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm fucking around with the voice enhancer thing. It's like it's called Voice Mod. It's this little app, and they give you like 3 different like voice modification things you can do. And I wanted to see if there was one for like far away, because I wanted to yell from the other side of the bar, and have it sound like it's coming from the other side of the bar, but fucking there isn't
about
one, so I'm
5
upset.
feet away from your computer and
Just my drink.
I'm so curious as to what will be on the screen come Trinity returning.
Yo, one of the stick figures is throwing it back. God damn.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep, we can hear you, Mr. Dark Voice. Deep voice, sorry.
Mr. Deep Voice.
You heard nothing. Hello.
Sorry, I'm fucking around with this other thing. It's called telephone, but it's kind of shit. Like,
I
I am
mean,
done with voice mod.
sounds like a
There's nothing that I
telephone.
can use.
Hey, get your own drink. It's my drink.
Oh, this is perfect. There's little ruler things. Do you guys
My
see?
drink.
That's kind of sick.
Do you guys see
Like
the ruler
8
thing that
ball.
I'm doing? Do you guys see all the measurements I'm taking?
This piece of counter is messed up.
Ha! All you guys are 5 feet tall, short people. Hee hee. This guy's only 2.5 feet.
It's okay.
Circle? How do you do circle? Oh,
Like that?
circle.
Angle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah. This is gonna help with.
AoEs.
Oh, box.
Oh, I am 5 feet tall.
Question: is there like a what the fuck would you call it? Like I guess like a combat mode, kind of where like you have like the squares that represent like 5 feet each square. Is that
Yeah, yeah. There's a
There's a grid.
grid,
Oh, shit.
and come time for combat, we'll be using it.
Yeah, I assumed. I get up. Bow, 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 and nothing gets me down. Got it tough. I seen the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. Got to roll with the punches to get to what's real.
Alright, guys. If you didn't know, now's the time to stack your dice. I've stacked all my dice into a nice little tower.
I put my die away.
Well, now I have to.
Uh-oh, who died?
Who died?
Welcome
bear.
back.
Look up
Who
and I
did
see
it?
a bear.
The bear. That's a big ass bear too. Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
That was quite strange. My Discord app just stopped working.
Oh my god, is that a dog? Alright, you're staying as that. I froze you.
No, I'm locked. I still
Yep,
change.
bad. Oh shit. Alright. Can you size down a bit, buddy?
No.
Alright, you're
Okay.
unlocked. There you go, much better. Well, now I hate to break it to you, but we can't serve you ale. Or any alcohol of that matter. You're too short.
I didn't
Actually, would
realize
they know about the side effects of alcohol at this point for like children?
What? I think so. Yeah. I
It's
think
fantasy, not
yeah.
ye olde times.
Well, yeah, but like I'm not sure if they'd know the
I don't think that
the
they would
effects of
assume
alcohol.
alcohol
special
changes.
alcohol in
Yeah, there's-
real time for children.
No, I think they probably know.
You know what? Maybe they have like a brain gamblage cure.
Hamblage.
Sometimes they alcohol because water wasn't safe. Alcoholic alcohol.
That is actually makes sense. Yeah. Can't get fucking like flesh-eating bacteria from the water you drink when you drink pure alcohol.
Who the fuck rolling dice up in this?
I'm trying to make a dice tower and I'm failing. You can't make fun of me.
Oh, it sounded like it sounded like a sound effect. So I thought it was being rolled like in game or on the character
It
sheet.
was actively not.
Damn,
I'm
it's a
just
pretty
real bad at
fucking
dice
cool sound
towers.
effect.
They all
Alright.
look the same, Derek. How could you have different inspired outfits from each different one? That doesn't make any sense, Derek.
I'm not sure if Arcus is fine with us progressing or not for the sake of stream.
You don't touch anything. I'm coming back.
Oh,
Oh,
Come back!
oh my god! I fucking
Yeah.
summoned
Summon
them.
them.
Jesus Christ! That's
Hear them not trust us.
Okay.
you guys.
Are you guys all back in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Look at Ainsley, guys.
Okay.
your panda.
And I'm gonna kill him.
Are you guys good? Are we good?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
To remember where we were, Karen and Alaria had been flirting quite heavily.
Oh, hold on. I got this.
Did
I
you
learned
not
this.
put on Tavern tunes while I was gone? I was gone for like 15 minutes, and you didn't take any of
totally
that time.
Hold on. I have to do something, okay?
You didn't
Calm.
take any of that time to set up the music? Are you kidding me? I thought you'd be productive.
I don't know how Robert works in my defense.
You just do exclamation mark play, and then you put in like the YouTube link or whatever, and then he'll play it.
Damn.
Well, that didn't work. I'll be a second.
Oh my goodness! Because you have to click it. Do you have the link to what you want?
I can pull it up, yeah.
I said you can't just put in Tavern music.
Watch me, motherfucker. I'll get it to work.
What?
On God.
Did you actually just type in?
He just typed in. You can see it in
Yes,
the box
sir.
chat. He just typed
Just
exclamation
Tavern.
mark.
Well, you
play
can't
music.
see it anymore. Never happened.
Screenshotted. Too late.
Okay. While that's getting set up, I'm going to continue. Karen with the little hearts. With
I didn't add that, so I don't know how that got there.
with Ilaria and Karen. We were flirting quite heavily. Ilaria had just switched to this body, like tavern call and response song. Not to be an absolute, like, cringe person, but if any of you have seen, that's loud. If any of you have seen like The Witcher, anything like that, think like fishmonger's daughter type of thing. Very upbeat, lot going on, very simple, just blatantly. Yeah. So that's kind of what's happening there. And obviously they're pulling you back in for a dance, Karen. I mean, it's a stomp and holler sort of song. You gotta what?
Wow!
We gotta have it going. If anybody else would like to interact with others, every other NPC is open. Karen, if you have anything to say in that interaction, y'all are just kind of having a little dance moment. You are free to chat, but the floor is back open. And again, you guys are free to interact with each other as to establish some things. Please.
I'm more just watching what's happening between Ilaria and Karen right now. To be honest.
Can I ask what's up with Cora? Because she's got something going on.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull it open because it's very small on my screen at the moment. I don't know what Saki's done. Yes, she does have something going on. That's a good, I see why. Yes. You can ask her.
Alright, cool.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. What was that? Stop putting no heart explosions over Cora. That's not correct.
What are you up to?
I'm celebrating the festival. What are you up to?
Also celebrating the festival.
Faye, we're both here celebrating the festival.
Yeah. Yeah, we're celebrating the festival, alright.
If you ask me, this festival's full of shit.
Do you mind if I sit next to you, Cora?
Well, it's free tavern. Go ahead. Might as fucking well. Got nothing else going on. I love that you know her name and she has not told you her name.
She's got a little name tag on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She's wearing a name tag.
Alright. So I'm sitting next to Cora.
Sit next to Cora.
Was someone else going? What's going on?
Nah, I was just talking for talking. Go.
Okay. Alright. Can I pickpocket her?
Oh my god.
Roll.
It'd be sleight of hand, right?
Yeah, roll sleight of hand for me.
Alright. 1d20 coming right up.
Oh my.
Plus 3, that's 14.
It's 14. Yeah, you could pickpocket her with a 14. Sure.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I want to pickpocket her.
So rude.
Yeah.
So you pickpocket this woman. She has a small coin purse like attached to the side of her waist and a small bag on the other side. Which are you gonna go for?
I'm gonna go for the coin purse.
You gonna go for the coin purse? All right. So
Yeah.
you manage to slip like your hand past her cloak and pull out her coin purse. You open it in your hand. There are 5 copper pieces, and that is it. This is not
All right,
a rich
cool.
woman.
Yep, taking it.
Oh my god.
And with a 14 and the state that she's in, I'm gonna say she didn't notice.
Yes. Alright, that's it.
All right. Yeah, you were like,
Oh my
can I
God.
sit next to you? You look lonely. Yeah, okay. Yoink.
Yeah, Saber don't give a fuck, bro. You don't care. You do not care.
All right. Anybody else? I will remind you of the NPCs that you have available to you. You have Barley, your barkeeper. You have 2 barmaids. One is a older human woman, and one is a younger, largely human woman. There are 2 dwarven guards, and then there is a group of 3 sat by the fire of 2 halflings and a fire genesee.
Where's the guards?
You want to? Do you want to talk to the guards?
What?
I heard someone say guards.
I thought there were. I don't know.
Alright.
I didn't really understand those, so that they were.
There are 2 dwarven town guards. There are 2 dwarven town guards. Again, your 3 bar workers and your group of 3 by the fire that are not currently being spoken with. Laurie is dancing with Karen, and Cora's being pickpocketed.
All right. I'll go ahead and go. I'm gonna talk to Barley again, and I'm gonna go. Hey, Barley. Or hey, barkeep. Would you mind topping me off again?
Absolutely. You in for a long night? Kind of going a little fast. I mean, the celebration and the festivities haven't even really started yet. Still getting set up.
It takes a lot to get me going, so I figured I'd start with a little bit in the tank for me.
Fair enough. Not that uncommon. And he takes your cup, your sturdy little flagon, tops it off with the same thing you had before, and passes it back to ya.
Thanks, man.
Of course, you lot been in town a few days, right? Saw some of your antics at the games over the last few days. Really nice to have new faces competing.
Yeah, it was mostly for my client, though. I'm a bodyguard. I just took her to the town, and then she wanted me to participate in a few of the games before I finished my services for her, so just part of the job.
She head out? Who you guarding?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, it was just this little halfling elf. Her name was Lisa, and, I don't really know much more. I don't ask questions.
Sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but that vaguely fits one of the character descriptions, which is why it's funny to me. We don't normally get folks around here who can be affording bodyguards. Is there a reason she passing through? I'm not asking for, if it's your contract, you can't talk about it, that's whatever, but we don't want any trouble around here, making sure nothing big's coming our way.
I didn't ask many questions myself, I just do the job, but from the looks of it, she just kind of seemed like she came from a more preppy family. Just, protection when it's not needed type of thing. No complaints to me, though.
No, luxury most of us wish we could afford, well. Good on you, I suppose. I don't think I could spend much time with that type of folk. They got on my nerves.
You get used to it. So, you made comment earlier about the ground being frozen here. Is that an every year sort of thing?
Oh, every year's being generous. It's more like an everyday sort of thing around here. We've been living in a tundra sort of. Who keeps putting random effects in the multiverse? You're ruining the ambiance. No, we've been getting we haven't been dealt the kindest hand these last several years. Every year, the festival around here gets more divided between people that are finally looking for a good spring and people who have given up hope. Each side getting a little more gung-ho about it, if you know what I mean. One of these days will result in a brawl, and I'm not going to be looking for it. Tell you that.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. It's happening to a lot of these small towns that I've been going through. It's the same sort of thing.
Not surprising to me at all. Our crop's been, not kind weather for them. To put it plainly, we're worried we won't last another winter the way things are going. So, putting our all into this year.
Well, I know it's time for celebration, but if you need anything at all, I'll be willing to help. I'm not just a bodyguard.
Appreciated, but you're right. I don't normally like to talk this sort of thing in my bar. This is a place for people to forget their worries and have a nice night. So try and keep things upbeat around here when we can. People get enough sadness in their homes. They don't need it here.
You run a good business. What's your name?
Most folks around here call me Barley.
Alright, Barley. This will probably be my last for here, so have a great night.
Thank you for your business. You've been lovely to chat with.
You as well, my friend.
He takes like a flagon that's been sitting behind the bar that hasn't really been touched, and you notice it's about half full with ale, takes a sip and kind of toasts it at you. It's kind of his own personal beverage. So he like nods at you and like raises it a little bit in like acknowledgement before he bustles off, wiping down the bar further along the way.
Nice.
Stop setting people on fire.
Who's doing this?
I'm gonna take away your abilities to do things if you keep this up. Next session, you're not gonna be able to do anything but stand there.
All right. I want to move over from my seat next to the drunken woman, and then make my way over to the performer.
Absolutely. Do any of our other players want to do anything? Sabrina, Amanda, Rand.
I raise my hand.
Okay.
I'm doing things.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Ren waves over one of the barkeeps.
One of the barmaids? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Barley's gonna be sticking behind the bar. That's his spot. But the younger, large, mostly human woman comes over to you. She looks fairly similar to Barley. She's a little bit her skin's a little bit lighter than Barley, but she's got like the same kind of filled out frame, the same like he's a very loud man. She has a fairly loud voice as him. She's got some muscle packed on her from the manual labor around the inn and the bar. And she's been making circles around the room the whole night, so she comes over to you with like a little sway in her step and a grin. What can I get for you?
Hello. I require an ale. Provide me with one.
All right, you got anything particular in mind? We got strong ones, we got nice smooth ones, we got cheap ones. What you looking for? Pick your poison.
Cheap.
Always a good choice. Respect it. And she kind of like she has a tray in one hand and she balances it on her hip and she's like, I will be right back with that. Now you just stay sitting, darling. And she hops off. She's like a little bounce in her step. It's a miracle that she hasn't spilled the 3 drinks that are currently on her tray. She drops them off on different tables as she passes. And like these things, like I swear they're defying physics. Something should have dropped because she's practically bouncing her way across the bar up to the bar itself, where she goes, leans over the counter to talk to Barley, and he hands her a flagon, and she hops her way right back to you, Ren. That's the only one in her hand, and she drops it down with the same kind of thump that Barley tends to drop his on the bar. Just a little one nice cheap ale, right here for you.
Ren grabs it and then swishes it around in the glass for a little, and he takes a sniff, and then winces and fucking leans back, and he's like, disappointing. Your services are no longer needed.
No, hang on. Excuse me, sir. You are aware that is not a wine, right? The whole swirl. I mean, we do offer a couple. We don't have a lot, but we do have a few if you were looking for a wine. Because you don't normally see people swirling and sniffing their ales. And the cheap one, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, a bit watered down. And I can, so she's kind of like, she's offended at the way that you've talked about her family business. But she still has the same smile on her face, and her voice is unendingly polite and upbeat, but you can tell that it's starting to become a bit more of an act as she speaks to you.
Ren licks her up and down, and then smacks his lips, and then gets up and walks away.
Why are all of you so mean to these intrigues? She, sputters for a moment after you, but she's not looking to start a brawl in this tavern. She walk away for a moment, just sputtering in offense. But when she turns around to head back to the bar, there's a mischievous little twinkle in her eye, and she's got something up her sleeve if you don't right your behavior soon. She's got some plans already brewing in her brain. She's not going to pursue you though. It is a day of celebration, and she's not going to bring the vibe down with a brawl. That being said, she is quite confident in her abilities to kick out unruly patrons if the need arises.
Well, Ren just sits down at the other end of the bar and just sits there with his drink without drinking it.
Okay. An interesting choice of interaction.
Keep! Give me another one.
Which one?
Sorry. Please give me another one.
You smile, fucking Saber just gives a real shit-eating grin, just like you little, you little bitch, kind of that kind of look,
Mm-hmm.
You just look like a real piece of shit. Yeah.
Not the you little bitch look.
You're funnier than I thought you'd be.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. I assume that snarky behavior was towards me.
You really are funny. Alright, I'm just gonna go to sip my drink. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Barley's gonna turn around and he's gonna smile at you. And it's like a sharp, like it's not the same mirthful, happy smile he's been giving to the other patrons. There's an undertone of like something sharper and more frustrated there, but he's a professional. He knows customer service. We all have our customer service. You're getting the customer service smile. That's what you're getting. And he turns to you and he's like, which one you looking at tonight? Or this time around?
Whatever you got. Another one of the strongest, please.
Just looking for strong? You looking for best? I know you've had one of each before.
Well, I want something a bit crazier. A tiny bit crazier.
Crazier?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what? How about a round for everyone, huh? Everybody want one?
Well?
I'm not saying no to that.
Come on! Get up to the bar. Come on! Let's get one in.
Well, if you insist.
I guess.
You heard
Make
it.
the hurts go away.
It's stuck like that forever.
This
Alright.
one.
You having some? You having some over there? I see you've got the cheap stuff.
Oh, I'm having some. I'm having some.
I was talking to Red.
I thought you were looking at me. I got cheap stuff in my hand.
Ren looks over and then slides over the drink. And he says, I have no need for this any longer.
Did he ever
All
take
right.
any sip of it?
No.
Get yourself, man.
Interesting choices. Alright. Barley, like, the grin on his face becomes a little more real, because, hey, more people at the bar, more people to talk to, more coin. He's not going to be saying no. And he turns back to you, I believe, to you, Saber, and he's like, you still looking for the crazy?
Give it to me. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Woo!
He nods once, and he actually heads to the back. You can no longer see him. He has disappeared to the back of the, oh my god, he just walked through a wall. He disappeared to the back of the tavern. When he returns, he is carrying, and he has Philia, which is the younger barmaid helping him. They're carrying several flagons of an ale, and they pass them out along. When you look in, it is not the same color as any of the ales that you have drank for the rest of the night. It is red in tone. It is a reddish color, and there's like little flakes of something swirling around in the drink.
And is this the one that everyone's getting?
That's my question to you. Is this just what you wanted? I believe.
This. I did say a round for everybody.
Yeah, I'm
did.
gonna for the first because I have something planned for this. This is the same drink that everybody that's currently at the bar has gotten.
Nice.
Looks interesting.
I promise you it's
Everyone
edible.
ready?
I promise you it
this
is
a
completely
wine?
edible. Is this a
right.
wine? No, I don't think it could qualify as any sort of beverage we normally serve around here, but I promise you it has been family tested and is consumable. It will not kill you or otherwise harm you, but I can't say much more than that.
All right, barkeep.
Everyone makes
Thanks.
me hesitate, I have to admit.
Oh, wait, come on.
Well-
Come on. You're fine.
You know
Drink
what?
it.
I didn't pay for it. Thank you, Dragonborn. Down the hatch.
No problem. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chutski, I take a shot.
Yep, I down mine as quick as I can.
What am I feeling right now?
I have to ask, how many of you have chosen to take a sip, shot, or otherwise consume this beverage?
Me?
Sandra
I
does
sip it.
Okay.
I sip it like a wine.
Muriel, you've sipped it? Lysandra?
I've sipped it.
Hold it up in a toast, but I do not drink a drop.
You do not drink it? Okay. Karen, have you had any?
Karen has had a sip.
Okay.
Again, like a wine.
Ren, have you had any?
Ren pulled out a very small glass tube and then poured a little bit of the drink into the tube and then put the tube away. And he's like, absolutely fascinating. But he does not drink it.
He's taking it first potions. Okay, so everybody that took a sip of the beverage, so that's gonna be Muriel, Karen, Crander, and Saber. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I assumed.
This, I will let you in on a secret now of doing any of my campaigns. I love Constitution saving throws. I have people make them all the time. I think they're very fun.
Who just rolled a 7? I saw that.
I got a 9.
Okay. We got a 9. We got a 1.
I got a nat 1.
No, that's a modifier.
No, we got a 19 though.
Okay.
I got a 5.
I think the 19 was me. I'm not actually certain.
Okay. So.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go. Here's my rolls.
Poor Derek.
Okay, so anybody who rolled below a 10, so that's gonna be everybody but Karen. Saber, you rolled a 7, Muriel rolled a 5, and Crander, you rolled a 1. You are, like, it is, I don't care what species you are, I don't care how high your alcohol tolerance is. The effects of what you are feeling are immediate, but not what you'd expect. So you all down your drink, and the first sensation you get is heat. The pieces that were floating in the drink are a chili powder.
Karen just like looks around and is like, wow, I guess it was a little spicy.
Really good.
Just for note, Crander is feeling the utmost brunt of this, but he's doing everything he can to not react. But you can see the cracks and like as his eyes start to water.
Time to roll for deception?
Do you have milk?
You gonna admit defeat? Because I'll let you in on one thing. You all finish your drinks without any milk, and the round is on the house.
Okay,
I proceed to finish off my drink.
I put a gold coin on the bar.
You're like, absolutely not. Is that happening?
I mean, if Karen were to attempt to drink again, would it be another saving throw?
It's the one for your beverage, because otherwise I'd have to make you do it for every sip.
Yeah, so Karen goes in.
Oh,
they
yeah.
think it's delicious.
So, Crander, you're attempting. Muriel, you paid. Saber, how are you feeling? You gonna go for the challenge?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Woo!
Okay. I would like to let you all know that that's not the only sensation that you get. So you take your sip, and the first thing you get is heat. It's the chili paste, right? As it goes back, it gets more and more bitter as it hits the back of your throat, and it's almost like that mint cold sensation. Like if you had just chewed like a really minty gum and then like drank hot sauce at the same time. Fun fact, those are 2 different receptors on your tongue, and they can both be activated at the same time. They do not counteract each other.
Delicious.
If you know where I got that from, be quiet.
So, Barley,
Yeah.
who tested this?
Oh, it was actually my wife over there.
Why would you do that to her?
Oh, she thought it was delicious. And
Where is she?
He gestures to this older human woman, like the one that was in, like, she's in her late 40s, 50s. She typically sits behind the bar, so she's actually sitting behind Barley near the beverages. She waves a little at you guys, and she's obviously trying really hard not to laugh at watching you guys. And he's like, yeah, that's my wife, Dolly. She tends to be my tester for all new drinks, and this is one of her favorites. We actually have a whole keg of it in our house pretty much at all times because it's her favorite thing to drink with meals. And I want you all to know this
Well,
is a perfectly normal human woman. Like,
Dolly, you've got a stronger stomach than me.
she does laugh a little bit at that, and she's like, well, we all have our tastes, and you do what you do to feel something nowadays.
Aaron kind of raises their glass because again, they're like
Aaron's
doing
having the
fine
time
with
of
this. It's like confused why everyone is reacting. So they were like, "Yeah, woman with good taste."
Go ahead.
Ren has just been watching and has been using a quill to write in this leather notebook that he has, and has just been writing down the reactions that each person had to the alcohol.
Yeah, Dolly, or actually Barley's gonna like clap his hands together with a big old laugh, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, we call that drink hellfire around here.
No kidding.
It's got a really interesting combo of hot and cold, and you know those old descriptions, you know, the ice at the very end of the afterlife because you're further and further from the light sort of thing. That's what we based it off of. Well, on accident.
It's good.
Oh yeah, the first brew was a complete mishap, absolute disaster in the barrels. But we decided to give it a test, and you know, what's life without a little bit of fun? And here's the fun, at least for me, I'm having the time of my life.
That's what this whole festival is for, isn't it?
Oh, you know, doing things, having a good time, or me getting to torture my patrons a little bit, because the answer is absolutely yes to all three of them.
Sandra just leans on the bar and looks over and goes, "You holding it all right?"
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that over somebody rolling their dice.
Wasn't me. Well, it was fucking one of us.
So, Lysandra, what did you say?
Sandra just looks over and goes, "Are you two holding it all right over there?"
Yeah. The best I can. And then I just look up at the ceiling as my vision's starting to go a little blurry from just the heat.
I just give a really shitty thumbs up. Alright, I drunkenly walk over to the whatchamacallit, to the fucking the performer.
Yeah.
To the performer. Walk up to him. I start cheering him. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Just kind of, just really not fitting the mood of what she's singing about. Just kind of just being a real nuisance. And then Saber says to her, all right, listen, okay? How about we do a duet? A duet. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. You're a performer. I'm a performer. Yeah, I'm a bard. I've got some shit you've never seen. Oh my god.
They lean forward and like they pass like a critical eye like up and down your figure, and it's very clear that you are intoxicated upon saying this, because I will say Hellfire is also a very, very strong beverage, obviously. I figured that would be indicated by everything else that's happening. And the smile that they give you is sharp. It's not a very nice expression. And it's very calculating, and they're quiet for a long moment. They're like, you know what? Why not? It's a celebration. Why don't we have a little bit of a duet? Come on, roll your instrument.
Yes. All right. In an attempt to kind of sway her even more to the idea, I whip out my instrument.
And
so this instrument is not like any normal instrument. This instrument is. It looks the most similar to.
Are you the one who wanted the electric guitar?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, let me hear this.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't look like any just normal instrument you've ever seen. It mostly resembles a flute, but it has crudely been shaped out of a tree stump. Has these little, again, just wires just going down. It's not like any normal
fucking like guitar or some shit. It has metal wires,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a you can tune it at the top, and then it has a wire or what you would assume to be like a medieval wire, like just like a piece like metal or some shit that that Sabor puts in his mouth, essentially. And so he presents this fucked up, essentially electric guitar. This thing that it's just looks like a piece of shit. He made it himself out of like a fallen piece of driftwood he found in like the woods. You know?
Yeah, Ilaria takes like one long look at it, and you see her expression like go through like the 5 stages of grief really quickly, and then she's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you. That's quite rude of me. And she like wrings her hands together for a moment, and like she's not quite sure what to do with them. And she goes to like just like strumming like simple scales. It is a beautifully crafted lyre. It is obviously of elvish make. She herself is a high elf. It is obviously of elvish make. It has beautiful carvings inlaid across the wood. The strings look like they are taken care of meticulously. They seems to shine. And so she takes to strumming a few chords, a few like just scales on it. And she's like, "No, I really can you tell me about it? I've never really seen anything like that before."
You never heard anything like it before. It's a bit hard to explain. It's better if I just show you.
All right, I move my way onto the little like stage that they're on. Move them out of the way. All right, I get in my position. I put the wire in my mouth, and not like I basically just kind of like send a bit of like of an electric charge from I guess like because my race has like a lightning breath like attack. I'm essentially just like kind of just charging it a tiny bit just to send an electric current through the actual fucking guitar itself.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So essentially, I'm in ready. Sabor's in ready stance. You know, he doesn't use a pick. He just uses his long ass fingernails. You know, he's ready to shred. And he's just waiting on the performer to kind of like get it started. He's gonna follow her lead.
Will you roll performance for me?
Of course.
Don't forget to add your mod before you roll.
That is 23.
What the fuck
Is
is
a
your
23
performance
hit?
mod?
+8.
Jesus. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So Ilaria nods at you a little bit, and she's obviously like still not taking you seriously. You're intoxicated. Your instrument looks like it was carved by a toddler. She definitely doesn't see you as any sort of threat or like peer in this sort of thing. So she nods her head at you, and she stops strumming for a moment, taps her foot a few times, and holds up one hand to count down from 3, 2, and 1. She starts strumming a really like elegant, beautiful tune on her lyre, because obviously she has no idea what sort of sound is about to come out of this instrument. You, Saber, are ready to shred, and when you hit those first notes, not pun only slightly intended, it is electrifying.
Yo.
Every other like patron in the bar, like of the NPCs at least, I can't speak for your characters, grind, like they stop, like it comes to a halt, and they look over at the stage, because Ilaria's performance has been wonderful background music. What is happening now is not a background music. You are front seat at a concert, and this is the main show. The added bonus, which is normally not something you'll hear in this sentence, but the added bonus of you being intoxicated means that not only are you performing the music, you are performing. You are into the music. You are, moving around on this little stage, all in the expressions, knowing how to work the crowd. And like when I tell you, like, yeah, exactly. You are like.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Exactly. It's like Metallica just walked into this tavern and started shredding.
Metallica.
Metallica. Nobody has ever heard anything like this, and they're not really sure what to do with it. but whatever it is, like, I mean...
Yeah, because I'm a little intoxicated myself, I start stumbling over, just like in complete awe, and I'm just gonna stand and watch him as he performs.
Yeah, Karen's been sipping on the drink this whole time, and by now, it's finished. They slam it down on the counter. This is a little 3'1" guy. They are absolutely plastered at this point. They just go, oh yeah, they kind of stumble. They're gonna stumble over to Muriel, just kind of like take her hand and try to get her into a dance for that. A dance that is absolutely not appropriate for this song.
Muriel? You're being asked to dance.
What? Alright, I don't know many dances around here, but alright.
Oh, no need to know them, just, they take your hand, just move with the beat, and they just kind of, like, start jiving with you, moving their arms around. They're not coordinated at all at this point.
They say move with the beat, and I want you to know they are not moving with the beat at all. This is very off rhythm. Are you gonna join them, Muriel? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm tuning.
Doing a little jig? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an interesting... Lysandra, how are you feeling about this? We have another bard in the party.
Sandra is watching,
Okay.
trying to comprehend what she's witnessing. It's just trying to come to terms with what's happening, not for.
Okay. Yeah, I mean... Saber, if you want to describe what's happening, feel free to, but in my mind, this is like the performance of a lifetime for this backwater little tavern that normally only sees beginner bards trying to start out their career.
Yeah, basically, fucking Sabor's shredding the goddamn guitar, making, just making noise that no one's ever heard. He's fucking headbanging, he's going crazy. I'm assuming that the performer next to him doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Alaria has stopped playing and is just like gawking at you. They have no idea what just happened.
He just keeps going. It reaches a climax. He kind of does like a Marty McFly thing where, he, like, as he finishes, he kind of like just looks at everybody because it's just there's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
He just finished. He's like he just kind of sits there, just waits for a reaction.
I start to just clap.
Yeah. Rest of the party, what's going on?
I think I'll clap too.
Karen joins the second they hear the clapping.
Oh, clap.
Ren?
Oh, clap.
Ren is just observing from his seat at the bar, and he's still writing his notebook while looking at everyone dancing.
Oh my gosh.
And stuff. He's like, such fascinating creatures. Writing.
Okay. Cora in the back, who by the way still has not noticed that she has been pickpocketed, like, gets up to her feet and is like, woo, yeah! The group by the fire offer you polite applause. Barley and Philia, like, they're giving you some hearty applause. Like, again, this is a backwater town that gets beginner bards. Something like that isn't something they've ever seen before. They are very happy that you chose to perform in their little bar, even if it's because you are deeply under the influence. And the two dwarves in the corner, they're, like, banging on the table instead of applauding. They're just, like, pounding on the table as their form of applause. So, I mean, it's a very positive response, barring Ren.
Yes!
I walk
is there any of the alcohol left with the hellfire? Like on the bar?
Not Lysandra. Muriel did not choose to finish the challenge and instead paid the barkeep. So her flagon is still on the bar, yes.
Okay. Well, Ren closes his notebook and puts his quill away, and then he walks over and takes it, and then he takes out the vial again that he put some of it into earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier he only put like a few drops, but now he pours in like a shot into the vial and then goes and puts the drink back on the bar.
I love that for him. Okay.
And then while that's happening, I'm gonna walk up to Saber and I'm gonna go, "Oh my god! How did you make noise like that?"
I don't know.
Sandy's going to join.
Actually,
Lysandra, you said you wanted to join?
What did you
join the two of them?
What did you what did you
Ask. What was
say?
that instrument?
This is my. I don't have a name for it. A guitar. That,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
that good?
Sabor, did you invent the guitar in this world?
Yeah, I think so.
I
I
love
like that for him.
No, I also agree.
Yeah, guitar. My guitar. I handmade this. Yeah. he's way too drunk for his own good. He's just gotta being a real giggly guy.
I love that for you guys, and also the amount of town that's still left for you to get to.
I think
a night at the inn might be best for y'all before you continue.
Yeah.
I do love that the electric guitar has been invented before the acoustic. All right. Does anybody have any responses to that?
No, I'm just gonna say Crander's just gonna be like kind of like celebrating with Saber, like hyping him up because he's just blown away by the noise, like because it's just something he's never heard before and it fascinates him so much.
Mm-hmm. Lysandra?
I was just kind of expecting the guitar the best.
Okay.
Isn't she a beauty?
Where I found this wood.
Lord for it, I suppose.
I found this wood in the middle of goddamn nowhere. It was just on the side of the road. I just found it. And yeah, there you go.
Sabor, as your conversation continues, Ilaria, who was your fellow performer, steps off the stage to join you, and she is trying very hard not to look very, very angry. But it's a strange expression on her face because she's caught. Oh, fuck. I've been fucking up their pronouns. They are caught somewhere between being furious and awed. Because obviously they just got horribly upstaged. Like, irreparably upstaged. But Ilaria is a beginning bard. They recently graduated from, like, a university, which is a thing. Fun fact, to be a bard, to be an official bard, you have to graduate from a liberal arts university with your degree in music theory, because that's a thing that I'm saying. So, they just graduated from their little university. This is like their third year outside of university, which on a bard scale is still very much a beginner. And they like look torn between wanting to chew you out for being like, that was not a duet at all, and wanting to ask you to teach them. Like, they're stuck in between that zone, and what ends up coming out is just like this like offended like sputtering, and there's like I can't believe that. And again, you're like, is this a compliment? Are they pissed? You don't really know.
People usually act that way.
You okay over there, darling?
What was that?
You okay over there, dear?
I'm fine. And she walks up to you, Sabor, and she's a high elf. She's not a short person, but she's short compared to you. And she like kind of gets like up in your face a little bit, and she like points at you, and it's not an intimidating picture at all. I need you to understand this. And she's like, that was not a duet. That's like the most that she could get out.
You could have kept playing. not my fault. He's got to keep up. That's all.
Keep up? What could I have possibly played to keep up with that? I play a lyre. Those two sounds wouldn't have mixed at all. It would have just created a cacophony, and I can't be known. That's worse than just not playing. And she like stops and takes a deep breath in and out, and she's like, it was a one-of-a-kind performance. Perhaps a little bit of warning would have been appreciated.
I think you handled yourself just fine. Nah.
Just get it's another shit-eating grin. Just a total bastard. This guy sucks.
like another like set of like very like deeply like offended noises. She's definitely oh my god, they're definitely starting to lean more into the offended than they are the awe, just because of how you are as a person. And they're like, well, I never. There's a code that we're supposed to stick to for these sort of things. What, were you raised in a barn?
What'd you say?
Oh, fuck. They get the tone switch, and they take, like, 2 full steps back. But they're still, like, they are not smart enough to fully back down. But they definitely, like, take a second and reevaluate. You know, it's another deep breath in and out. We're getting the performing back out to look less pissed and possibly afraid than they are. And I'm just trying to say that it is typical in these sort of environments, as we are taught, to be courteous to your other performers. And I have to wonder where you learned your trade to have so disregarded such traditions of ours.
Tradition is bullshit.
Tradition?
If you wanna play like me, then you ditch tradition. Got that?
This is the closest to genuine advice that they've gotten from you. And they don't know what to do with it. Because again, they attended university, which is very struck in tradition and very much struck in code, as much as barding can be in a code. It's not the most honorable of professions. They're like, well, if there's no tradition, what's left? Chaos?
Yes. That's all music is.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
That's good. No, that was a good line. I appreciate it. They're gonna like stare at you for a long moment, and they're very like they can tell that they're not really gonna be able to get much more out of you. At least not without putting themselves in physical danger, because they don't know how much longer they can hold their temper, as bards are not known for being with the best filter. So they let out like an angry like huff of breath, and they're like, ugh! And they stalk back off onto the stage, and they take like several moments, and you hear like the soft strumming of the lyre return. But as much as they are a performer, and they are a performer, they prance through the bar, they are, you know, interacting with patrons. Sabor, they will not even look at you.
All right,
they will interact with the rest of the party. They will not look at you.
All right, so before I make my exit from the stage, I walk up to the performer, toss him the pickpocketed money from the woman, and then just kind of like just give him like a nice little wink, and then just kind of walk off.
All right, interesting. I'm deciding how they're gonna respond to that. Chase, are you kidding me? That's my dog. There's one person out there. You're gonna want to come right back in right after I let you out. Oh, there were 2 of you out there. Never mind, I lied. So they're gonna like glare at you for a moment because their pride has been shattered, but they're gonna snatch the coin up really quick. Listen, barding's not an easy profession. You take coin where you can get, because half the time you get food tossed at you instead of money. So they like snatch up the coin and like put it like securely in their little bag, and then they go right back to ignoring you.
Sick.
Anybody else have anything? There are a couple of people you've not interacted with. You are under no obligation to talk to every NPC. There's a reason I made so many. You can if you want. You don't have to. So there are a couple of people in the bar you haven't spoken with. That would be the group of 3 by the fire and the 2 dwarven guards. There's also the rest of the town.
Ren is gonna walk over to Cora.
Okay.
And he walks over to the couch that's across from Cora, but doesn't sit down. Mm-hmm. He just stares at Cora and then says, "What is your title and occupation?"
Cora like takes a long moment, and then she like laughs. She's like, "Name's Cora. Title is Ms. Lost the husband a few years back, and just an old farmer.
Hmm.
What about you?
Ren just sits down on the sofa and looks at Cora up and down.
And what about you? What's your title and occupation?
My identity does not concern you. Tell me what you know.
That's fake. About what? I know the seasons around here, the cold as balls and cold as shit, as they are referred to. I know.
Tell me what you know about the concept of death.
What the fuck? Right after she told you her husband died a few years ago.
Right?
Damn, she like just stares at you for like a really long, like uncomfortably long time. She's like, happens, all of us, one day or another, and then those who are left to clean up their mess and find a way to keep on going. Does it really matter what's out there after we die? If this is what we leave behind, people cleaning up our shit? Nah, I can barely think about stuff like that. You just gotta try and keep on living. And God knows that's been hard enough these past many years.
Ren has kept a straight face this entire time, and he just looks Cora up and down.
God, he's so
You are simple-minded.
I'm perfectly aptly minded for what I need around here. Don't need education or those and she stumbles on the word for a long time.
While she's stumbling, Ren gets up and walks away.
She's gonna finish her sentence, whether you're there or not. Philosophical thought. Where'd he go? Alright. Does anybody else have anybody they would like to speak to within the party or within the NPCs that all gathered around here?
I have a question.
Shoot.
What time of day is it that we're all completely plastered?
You're completely plastered. It has just like it's like I'm gonna give you a time frame and say around 8 p.m. It is dark out. It is not completely dark out because this aurora borealis that they are all waiting for will happen around midnight. So they're still.
Oh no.
That's so okay. I was worried you were gonna say like 5 p.m.
No,
so.
It's dark out. It's dark. You can see, like, if you were to walk outside, you could see kind of the edges of, like, the oranges of a sunset that wasn't that long ago on the horizon, because I operate on being near the equator time, and to me, 8 p.m. means the sun only set, like, an hour ago, so you can still see the edges of the sunset on the horizon, and so that's how it works here.
Alrighty.
Well, I think Karen has been here for a while. They've talked to who they wish to talk to. They're in an adventurous mood, and they are ready to adventure across the town.
All right. Karen votes to leave. What about the rest of you?
I'm following Saber right now. Still, I don't know if I've split off from him yet.
Okay.
Sabor wanted to make his way over to the two dwarves that were pounding the table in his honor. He wants to sit down and have a chit chat with them real quick, just see what they're up to.
Absolutely, I love the two dwarves.
I'm lingering behind him because I've kind of moved into his hype man because I'm like gone on the alcohol.
Almost taking up the bodyguard persona.
Alright, yeah,
it's just like my subconscious.
So I just start walking over to him right now.
Alright, they see you coming and they're just gonna like nod in your direction and like again, they're gonna pound the table and like whoop a few times.
Alright. Yeah, so Sabor takes a seat and I guess he's just having a hangout session with these two guys.
So what are you guys up to, huh?
Well, we were just enjoying the performance. I mean, man, never seen anything like that. Oh,
Thank you.
I mean, you hear some things, you know, in the mountains, but haven't heard anything like that before, and I haven't heard anything near that level for years, not when we've been stationed here. And the other dwarf, he's a little bit quieter, but he nods, like, super enthusiastically. You sit down by these two dwarves. Let me pull up their descriptions so you know kind of who you're speaking to, because I definitely had them pulled up and ready to go. All right, so there you have two guards. They are, you know, just a couple of dudes being pals. One of them has pink primrose braided into his beard.
I'm gonna go tinkle.
Why do you say it like that?
Okay, that's fine.
Fucking weird.
Okay, I was like, well, repeat what you said about the beard. He
has a pink primrose braided into his beard.
All right.
And they're just like kind of short, drunk dudes. One of them's short, happy-looking dudes. One of them's drunker than the other. That's the quiet one.
That's the quiet one?
Or, I'm sorry, I have that backwards. The loud one is the drunker one. The quieter one is, like, eyeing him and, like, trying to make sure he doesn't say anything embarrassing while he's intoxicated and trying to keep him from making a fool of himself.
Mm-hmm. All right. I wanna like probe the quiet guy. I wanna get him talking just about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you up to, huh? What are you up to? Also, what's your name?
You know, it's the night before the festival. We're just here to get a little drink on beforehand. Make sure we're not going in empty. And I'm here to make sure that my he stumbles on the word for a moment here, and then he goes, my friend here doesn't make a fool of himself, but my name's Frenrid. That there is Yorick. Please try not to take anything he says tonight to heart. He has had at least 3 too many.
Nah, I get it. Yeah, so your friend. Yeah, your friend there.
Yeah?
Saber just kind of starts just kind of like waning off a little bit. Kind of tipping over a little bit.
Kind of what?
He's kind of tipping over a little bit in his seat. Falling over a little bit.
Oh, no.
Tipping out.
Oh, God.
Tipping out.
Frenrid's gonna try and catch you, but I need you to remind you, these are dwarves. And as stocky as they are, you are a very big creature, and I really don't know how much he can save you from what may or may not be about to happen.
Sabor falls out of the chair. He's done. It's finally caught up to him. That first drink, you know, finally hit him. he just did one too many. He's down for the count.
Is he passed out, or is he just?
He's kind of in between right now. He's kind of falling in, kind of falling out. You know.
Interesting.
Oh,
good. Perfect timing for you to get back, because our dear friend Sabor just fell out of his chair and is about half conscious.
All right, I'm gonna go. Hey, wake up! Can you hear me? And I'm gonna like start like snapping in front of him, and like he's probably, I assume he's like too out for that to like wake him up. Oh. Hey, I never got your name, by the way.
What?
What's your name? Hey, I need to be able to figure out where your room is. What's your name? Sabor. All right. It's just stay right there. And I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna go over to Barley, and I'm gonna go, hey, do you know where that Sabor guy is staying by chance?
Can't believe this. Barley looks over to where Sabor is kind of collapsed on the ground, and he lets out a little huff, and he's like, I warned him this was gonna happen. Yeah, he's on the one floor up. He's gonna be, and he trails off for a moment here, like he can't quite remember, and then Dolly from behind him speaks up, and she goes, he's going to be the third door on the left, sweetheart.
Thank you very much.
Once that conversation's finished, Sabor gets his second wind. He drunkenly gets himself back into the chair. He's full of energy somehow. I don't know how it happened.
It's a miracle.
He's back. He's back up. He's back up. He's back up, alert. Very drunk.
Very drunk, but awake. So an improvement.
Awake. Slapped his hand on the table, and he's just back in the chair. Quick. It's like fast as lightning. It was crazy.
Oh man.
Hot lightning.
Lightning, yeah. How are you feeling about this, considering you just went off to get him to his room?
It's gonna be like this all night, isn't it, Barley?
Yeah, well, probably. Yeah, you get used to it, though. Have fun with the babysitting.
Just more work.
This is not a day off for this man.
And I'm gonna go over and continue to make sure he doesn't, like, run off.
Alright. Sabor, are you done with this conversation with the dwarves?
I was waiting to see if the dwarves had anything to say, but
Oh, they absolutely do. I was just wondering. Alright.
Yeah, no, I'll continue.
Yorick is the one who is quite drunk, and he is losing his mind at what just happened. And he's like, yeah, I know that feeling. You're gonna be feeling that one in the morning, buddy. And Frenred, his friend's like, yeah, that's gonna be you in the morning too. I hate to break it to you. You are in the same boat here. And he sends like a long-suffering look to you. Excuse me. To you, the Krender. And he's like just a long-suffering, like, solidarity look.
All right. Sabor is kind of he kind of gets up out of his chair, bids him adieu.
I hope you two have the best evening. Oh my god, such a great time!
And as he's saying that, he's kind of trailing off, and he makes his way up to Cora. He goes up to her and says,
"Hey,
Quickly, while you're doing that, I'm looking over at the sober one, and I kind of give him that same look and like a nod, like just pretty much communicating like, yup, babysitter to babysitter.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I start slowly trailing, but you're gonna start your conversation before I get there.
Okay.
Hey, where's your coin purse? Where is it? I saw you have one. I saw you have one on you.
That's so mean. And Cora, like, she takes a moment to process what you said, because, like, she's also, like, intoxicated. And then she, like, goes to, like, pat her side, and, like, her patting, like, gets more and more frantic. It's, like, a whole, like, body percussion is happening here. Like, she's patting her shoulders. I don't know how they would be on her shoulders. She's patting her shoulders, like, her ankles, like, in her boot. And she's like, where'd it go?
I don't know. You know what? Hey.
Who's moving a tree right now?
I'm removing it. I'm sorry.
The flying tree.
Tree.
I think I might have saw that bard over there. Take it. I swear she was coming up behind you and looking real strange.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to roll deception here.
all right.
And because of how gone to the wind you are, I want you to roll it with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay. 17 plus, what the hell, 6.
Really quick, did multiverse just crash for anyone else?
Not for me, no.
Alright,
Mine's kind of, it's been going in and out a little bit.
I'm just gonna go out and back in and hope it fixes itself.
Was that your
Sometimes it like
was that your
freezes for a little bit.
disadvantage roll?
Well, I forget how disadvantage works.
You
Shit.
roll twice and you take the lower roll.
Okay, so that's 17 with plus 6.
17 was your lower roll?
No, he hasn't.
No,
hasn't
no,
rolled
I have
disadvantage.
to roll a second one. Sorry.
If you roll the deception, the lower dice,
What?
it adds
All right,
a little-
7.
Yeah, that's not gonna pass here. So as you spin this tale about Ilaria coming over to take her coin purse, she starts to look at you suspiciously. I'm gonna let you know you did not need to roll very high to deceive her, as she's also quite drunk. But she starts to look at you like suspiciously, and she's like, yeah. Well, I remember a certain someone coming to sit right next to me earlier, and he didn't even really say anything. He came by and he sat. He asked if he could sit, and I thought he was so polite. And then just a moment later, he left, and I thought that was really strange. I was like, did I say something? I don't think I said anything.
No. What do you mean? We had a conversation. We did.
This is when I get over there and enter the conversation, and I start to hear what's going on.
Mm-hmm. No, of course, I don't think we did.
I think that we did.
Excuse me.
But out. But and then I went to get a drink. I'm sorry, and then I got caught up in that business with that goddamn thief. And I don't know.
Look, I need you. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you please explain to me what's going on?
Your friend here took my coin purse.
Saber.
Search me.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. Here, and then I'm gonna pat Saber lightning tongue down.
Well, but he does not have it.
Yeah. Does he have? Yeah. He doesn't have anything on him. No coin purse.
Want me to take my shoes off too? Want to check in there? Yeah.
I'm fine. But ma'am, he doesn't have it. So, what's the issue?
Well, see, cause not a lot of people come and talk to me. It's kind of why I sat in the corner, and he came over and he was so nice, asking to sit next to me. And he sat down for like 2 minutes, and then he was gone. And now that I think about it, I haven't seen my coin purse.
Yes, because you were too drunk to even notice. To begin with, just to notice it there.
Saber?
Listen, don't you think that I just wanted to sit down next to you, just because I enjoyed your company?
You didn't stay or even really talk to me. What
I
company would I have
things
provided?
to do. Where could I have put your coin purse if I took it? Where?
During this, am I able to tell if he? Am I able to get any insight to if I can tell if he's lying or telling the truth?
Roll an insight check against Saber. And Saber, I will have you roll a deception check against this insight check.
Alright, cool.
If you roll the little dice next to it, you get to... There.
13 plus 6.
Mine is a 19. Brian, you can do when you click the dice tray. You can click the little arrow on add modifier, and it automatically does it. So it shows up in chat with the modifier.
Well, interesting thing here, you both rolled a 19.
Does the deception or insight win?
Or
do we do a roll off?
What I normally do is what I would give to whichever action I consider the defense action, but I can't really pin that, so I will have you each do a roll off, no mods, one straight roll.
Alright.
No mods, one straight roll? Alright,
no mods, one straight roll.
Both roll a 1. Both roll a 1. That's 2 ones.
Oh, shit. Fuck. I keep fucking up.
Oh my god.
Wow! Okay. So,
Yeah.
what I will say, because of how this played out, is that Crander, you have a feeling that he's not telling the whole truth, but at the same time, you don't have any proof that he's lying. So.
Alright. I'm gonna suspiciously, squint my eyes towards Saber, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, ma'am. Can you give us 1 minute alone? Here, Saber, follow me."
Okay, I'm done. Listen, I'm sorry that your coin purse got stolen by that thief over there.
Saber!
I hope that you have a good rest of your celebration. Bye-bye.
Saber.
What?
Saber.
What?
What the fuck? What the fuck happened? What are you doing?
Who are you?
Oh.
We just talked for a bit. You performed. What? That's not important right now, dude. Why What? Why are you saying that person stole the coin purse? Like, did they actually? You said they did.
Yes. Yeah, I did. Yes, they did.
What? I haven't seen her leave the stage.
Yes, she did leave the stage. Remember, she came down, talked to me, yelled at me, and that woman came on over too. Don't you remember?
The absolute lies.
Yes. I think, but
Listen. Why don't we just get out of here, huh? I'm kind of done with this place myself.
all right.
Okay.
That's fine by me.
Hey, you two, Fredred, and you guy. Good night. He just walks out.
They shout, "Good night!" back at you.
I kind of wave off at everyone that I.
There's a staircase at the top left you can use to get to the second floor.
We are not going to the second floor. We are going out to town.
All right. In that case,
It's
I'll
on
go
the second floor.
portal.
All right. Is everybody ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Aaron has been going on a hot girl walk for a while.
Okay. Lysandra, are you ready? Do you have anybody else you wanted to talk to? Look, I cannot hear you. No?
No, yeah, your mic's not working. We can't hear you.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello?
There you are. What's up?
To go to town.
A good show town. All right. Let's head back into the town square. Speak now, forever hold your peace if you're not ready.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Let's go.
All right. I gotta get back to the town myself.
In T, right? Yeah.
Portal to Snowtown.
Just snowed.
Can you change the time of day?
I don't know how.
Sadly, I cannot.
Damn, that sucks.
I'm trying. Trust me. I'm trying to find like if there's something I can do, but it's looking like I can't. I want it to be.
How do I get there? Okay, there we go. It wasn't loading. I was like, I need to be there too. Okay.
Hold on. If you guys want to, I can use the everybody go over here.
My game is loading me back in.
Oh!
Oh.
Sunset? Is this good?
Ooh, sunset's nice. I'll take sunset.
Everybody good? Just kidding, spooky okie.
Did you make it dark out?
Just kidding, normal spooky.
I can't see. My game is still loading.
Just kidding, snowy.
Does it have,
Just
do
kidding,
they have,
sunset. I'll stop fucking around with
do
it.
they have
so you
snowy sunset?
Hey,
Wow,
who's doing that?
A lot is
Who's doing
happening.
that?
Okay.
Who's doing that?
What is happening?
I can't do that.
Alright, there we go. Sunset. Normal
Stop
sunset.
messing with the time of day.
Normal
Only
sunset.
two of us here are allowed to be God. Okay.
I don't know, it's
So,
alright.
you all have exited
It
the
is
tavern.
evening, not night, right?
It is around 8 p.m. It is dark out.
This is.
Dark?
Yeah, I
Alright,
just
hold
didn't know
on.
if you
I
could do
got
that.
something for dark. Hold on.
I want to pick up some of these too.
Hold on. Fuck. That is much more brighter. There we
There we go.
my God.
Perfect.
There's
Okay.
heaven over
So
here.
you all exit the tavern. You step back into town square. It is very, very cold, and that burst of cold air. It's not enough to completely sober any of you up, but it is like it's a bit of a wake up call, a bit of a slap in the face after the warm and like cozy environment of the tavern that you just exited.
Oh,
Is
shit.
Toss a Coin playing right now?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'm gonna get a copyright strike. It's okay.
Copyright. Yeah.
Okay.
You can always mute them.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna try not to get distracted because I love this song. Okay. So, it's a cover though, and it's not as good. So it's very so you step out and it's very, very cold. It is dark out. There's you can see the stars very clearly above your head, and it is a clear night, which is perfect for this celebration because if it were cloudy, you wouldn't be able to see the aurora borealis. If you look off to the west, you can see just the like dredges of sunset. There's a hint of a lighter blue and like orange right against the horizon. It's a very beautiful night. The town is a quaint little place, and it's almost idyllic. Dusted in a thin layer of snow, because this is a tundra-like environment. It snows quite frequently. Paper lanterns hanging from building overhangs and providing a merry sort of light. The town square you step into is bustling with activity and a steady hum of conversation. There are flowers draped across buildings and suspended around strings so they stretch across the square. The area is practically dripping with delicate white snowdrops, deep green holly leaves, and their bright green berries. I wrote yellow in my notes. That's incorrect. Bright red berries is the color I meant to say. Wrote the wrong one and said the wrong one. Deep green holly leaves and their bright red berries and yellow crocus flowers. Many of the people moving around and moving about have flower crowns on, or flowers woven into intricate braids in their hair. And there's a spacious area with a fountain in the center of the town square. The fountain itself and the main road are paved with stone. One of the few luxuries of this town is that they don't have dirt roads, but they have the ability to pave their main roads with stone. Which, you know what? Good for them. They deserve some nice things every once in a while. For the festival, this road and the area are filled with long tables sorting a healthy amount of food and candles. The town square itself has an open area for dancing. There's bonfires set up along the road and edges of the town square as well. Music from townspeople, anybody that has a musical inclination, and a bunch of performers echo through the air. Everybody seems to be out. There's laughter and ale flowing generously. As you step in, well, hold on. I'm gonna let you guys take a moment. Take it in.
I'm gonna go join the musicians.
Yes, and you are free to interact with people that you see. I didn't specifically make town square NPCs except for one of them, as I ran out of time. But if you're like, I want to talk to a person, I will make one up. I'm skilled like that. So.
Yeah, I want to go over to the musicians and just start playing with them.
Unlike in the tavern, these musicians are totally open to whatever you are throwing at them. Most of these are not trained bards. They are just townspeople that happen to have the time and the luxury to own and learn an instrument. Most of them don't know it super well. They don't really have a ton of time for hobbies. So having somebody that actually knows what they're doing, people cheering and clapping you on. There's dance circles going around. It's a really lovely environment.
Sick. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start playing with them.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Put the wire in, just start doing my fucking thing. Do you want me to roll for performance again?
Go ahead. Roll with performance.
Sweet. 20.
Damn. Okay. Once again, an absolutely killer performance is taking place in this town square, and your area is the center of attention for the dancers and revelers that are going around.
Hell yeah.
Ren is just walking around and looking at everyone and everything like he's at a zoo.
And I'm just sitting with a smile, enjoying the vibes, listening to the music, just enjoying it, keeping an eye on Sabor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as mentioned, Karen went for their hot girl walk because the alcohol went to their head and also their feet, and they needed to go for a walk. So they've been flower picking. But once they hear the hustle and bustle of familiar faces, they come back over.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to say before I continue? Interactions.
This is out of character, but is there a person eating flowers anywhere?
Yes!
Yeah! Finally, someone who asked. Let's go.
In the corner, he sat behind one of the job boards, away from the light of the lanterns. You will find Flowers Georg. He is sat in the back, and he is just munching on flowers. People this is known, by the way. People will bring him flowers to eat. This is a well-known thing that he does every year. Yes, that is Flowers Georg. He eats many flowers a year. The average statistic that you eat 3 flowers in your sleep is actually a statistical outlier, as Flowers Georg, who consumes 10,000 flowers a day, should not be counted. Yes, Flowers Georg is here. He's chilling in the back. Thank you for asking. I would have forgotten to bring him up.
Yes, I've heard this tale, So I'm going to bring him flowers.
Okay, you approach Flowers, Georg. I want you to imagine this guy is sat in the shadows of the job board. He's crouched, like he's not sitting, he's crouched. He is a spindly, definitely malnourished man because all he eats is flowers. And he has like a wild look in his eyes. But you see townspeople in front of you and they lay these flowers at his feet almost like a tribute. So you go up, you place your flowers. He like makes eye contact with you, Muriel, and he looks you up and down. And there's like a long moment of silence. It's like he's analyzing you, and you get the distinct feeling that he sees a lot more than he should, and a lot more than he's letting on. I mean, for a man that has been living off of flowers for the last several years, and who looks like he hasn't seen the light of day in about as long, lots happening. And finally he says to you in like this broken voice, like he hasn't spoken in a very, like, in years, and he grins and his like teeth are rotted and yellow and they're like falling out, and he's like, "You are not what others see in you. You are what you see in yourself." And then he turns and he just fucking stuffs the flowers into his mouth, like by the handful, and does not look at you again.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright, I walk away.
Anything?
No response.
Sandra's also going to start playing.
Okay. Lysandra? Is that how you say it?
Andrea, yeah.
Okay, would you roll performance for me? Hello?
I'm trying. Oh, this button.
That's funny, baby.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So,
A nat 20.
Sabor, I hate to say this, but you're somehow managing to be a little bit upstaged by Lysandra, who is bringing in this. Lysandra, what do you play?
Violin.
Violin. Interesting. Okay. So, Lysandra, you whip out this instrument. Describe to me your instrument. What does it look like?
It is not the most. Can I English today? No, I cannot. It is a really crafted, but it's been through the ring. It's wood. Just take care of it. But
can I ask you, and I know we had you do this, I'm gonna need you to turn your mic sensitivity up a little bit. That or you're gonna need to speak louder, because you keep cutting in and out.
Ah! Okay.
Yeah, if you talk louder, it should just work.
Man, it's supposed to be able to hold like your little mic thing closer.
Okay. They finally crafted instrument. It's aged. He takes care of it the best he can.
Okay. Okay. So you take out this, like, and I say this with love, you take out, oh my goodness, hello. I appreciate it, oh my gosh. Hello, welcome. We are playing D&D, probably poorly. I'm honored. Hello. Oh my goodness, thank you. Shut up. Thank you for the raid. Hello. So
raid.
Yeah, I know.
Raid.
Oh, worm? Oh, raid?
Oh, shit.
So, you take out, and I say this with love, you take out this, like, average kind of looking violin. There's a couple of scratches on it. You can see it's well cared for, but obviously it's been around a while. And compared to the monstrosity that is Sabor's instrument, that is the world's first electric guitar made out of wood and willpower, nobody really expects something, like, fantastic from you. And again, hello, welcome to all of the new people. This is Eye of the Storm, and it's our first session, so it's a fairly good time to hop in. They're just exploring the town, and our bards are having a performance off, essentially. So you take out this instrument, and like, it's a violin. We've seen one before, I guess. I'm establishing that violins are something that people see. And you hit your first notes, and for an instrument that doesn't look as good as it could, these notes are crisp. They are perfectly clear, perfectly in tune. And you hit your first notes, and you start to collect. Now, Sabor has these fast-paced revelers, these people that are like hopping and hooting and hollering. You attract every single like couple in the vicinity, and they come over to like slow dance and have their picture-perfect romantic moment under the moon and starlight with their own personal violin performance by you. And I will say that your crowd is starting to get a little bit larger than what is going on with Sabor.
And for me, I'm sitting here listening to these like crazy riffs, and I'm hearing all this loud noise, and then just that faint note I hear, like that first crisp note, and it like takes me aback, and I like turn around to look for where it comes from, and I make my way walking over here, and I end up listening to Lyssandra's music over Saber's.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Ren has also walked over to listen to Sandra's music.
Oh my gosh, you even attracted Ren.
All right, Sabor makes his way towards the fountain, and he gets up on top of the fountain, like on the edge of it.
Uh-huh.
And instead of playing a fast-paced, metal riff, he starts playing like a power ballad. You know what I'm talking about? Some shit that's like on fucking what the hell? God damn it, I am. Yeah, it's like a power ballad,
Yeah.
like on a fucking like 80s rock love song, some shit like that. Trying to like kind of match her tone, trying to make it match a little bit instead of trying to like butt in with his sound.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so you come over and you start playing your little power ballad, and the sounds, instead of being like what was a little bit of an unfortunate cacophony between the two of you, as those sounds didn't really mix, you were going two different paces, two different beats, just all over the place. Once you start to kind of get on the same page, I want you to understand that nobody in this town has ever heard anything like this, nor will they ever hear anything like what is happening right now ever again. Not only because your instrument is insane, but also because, for, not really knowing each other, you both rolled high enough in performance. I'm going to say that you managed to mesh really well together for two instruments that should not mesh well together at all. I would say a violin and electric guitar, on their own would not be my first choice, but it is a very unique, almost haunting sort of sound in this dark night lit only by the fires around you.
Dick.
Lysandra, I actually have something for you. And for the rest of the party, as you're performing, a group of, and as you're walking around, a group of children run up to you, and they're giggling, they're laughing, and they all hold out, there's so much is going on the screen right here. And they all hold out. Oh my god, the news opened. I'm sorry, hang on.
The news? Gotta read that first.
My computer decided that I needed to see the news. And
What is the news?
It was nothing good. And everything is breaking. My stream is breaking. I don't know if it's... Oh no, it closed.
Oh.
One second.